Who's all in the room with you, and what are each of your roles?
So I'm sorry. My name is Drew, and I'm the general manager here.
I know you
And,
do.
and I got Bentley with me. She's one of our office personnel here at Aloha, and so she's sitting down with me to help me take notes and stuff like that. Um, I know at the dealer meeting a couple months ago when you were here in Arizona, you had after the dealer meeting with Ferguson, you had met um, with me and Weathermasters Boyd and Aaron from Sharp Air. And I don't know if you remember, but we were talking about maybe possibly doing an app.
I do. You guys were talking about the collaborative marketing efforts between a handful of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep, I remember.
So, so that's still kind of in the works for the most part. It's summertime, so we're all just too slammed right now to meet up and get things figured out. But this one is just personally for us, just for Aloha itself.
Okay.
We don't we don't really we were using mock media for a while. They haven't really been consistent with us. So when you guys came on with Ferguson, we figured we see what you guys have to say and offer and stuff like that, and what kind of strategy plan you would think we should take so far as marketing goes.
Very good. So, a couple things, Drew. What are these guys approved for? Do you
I'm
know
sorry.
which level are they approved for?
I'm not 100% sure. I
All
should
right,
have probably looked into that first.
that's all right. Let me go check and see if they're already in the system and if we've got a pre-approval. So let's start
Okay.
off with that. Hang on just a second.
Oh, see me at the end of the day so I can get you these.
So, Aloha. Okay, so you are pre-approved and you are on the level two, which is the elite program. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Sweet.
That works.
All right, that works. So game on. So the second thing is when you guys contacted us or when we had those strategy sessions initially about the mobile app, and the collaborative marketing platform, just a heads up, we actually started the development of a really complex and incredible mobile app and collaborative marketing website. Um,
Okay.
it's a big project. Uh, we probably started, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months ago. When you guys get busy, we get to work on cool stuff. I'll say that.
There you go. Thanks for rubbing it in.
Yeah, so yeah, your downtime is our like tax time or like accountant.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay.
But when you guys are busy, we get to make really cool stuff. So we've already started on both of those systems. They're going to be absolutely incredible. Um, I mean, the best of the best. It's going to be ridiculous when you guys see what we've built. So you're fine in pausing on that because it's a big project anyway. And from a financial standpoint, when we started evaluating it, if we only built the application for just you guys, I think it would be cost prohibitive, even with two or three companies participating. So we're
Yeah.
building the system so that we can resell it in other areas. So that
Gotcha.
way it'll bring the cost down for you guys. You still get this incredible marketing tool. It'll be much less expensive and we'll be able to resell it across the board. So
Awesome. Good
that's
deal.
good news. Yes, we love bright ideas. You'll watch us. We move fast on them as long as it's not in our in your low season, your slow season.
Gotcha. Okay. Hey, quick question before I forget. The rumor is that you guys do marketing for day and night air conditioning the actual air conditioning company. Is that true?
The okay, well, the rumor is that we did what?
You guys do the marketing for day and night air conditioning, like the actual company,
No,
AC company, day and night.
absolutely not.
Oh, it's not.
No,
Okay.
I've
What
seen.
about What about Wolf Mechanical?
Yes, we've done Wolf.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Um. Yeah, I've seen the marketing for day and night, and it needs some work. So
You're not taking claim to that one,
my
huh?
name my name is not at the bottom of that site. I love that. And we will take care of all of their dealers with love. However, no.
Okay. Well, good deal. Good deal.
So I don't.
Don't worry, I'll get these rumors straightened out.
Okay. Yes, please do.
All right.
Okay. So, um, all right. Well, God, you're in a really good position. So that makes things even better. What I've done to start off with is I have pulled together a analysis of your current kind of digital presence. Um, and this is going to serve as a guide for all of us. So when you're looking at truly implementing a progressive and comprehensive digital marketing strategy, this is a long-term approach. It's going to happen in stages. It's going to happen over time. The best thing you guys at Aloha have going for you is the program that Ferguson put together is all infrastructure. It is the core base and foundation of what you need to be able to start that process, do it right, and it takes care of all the basics. So I'll go over the program with you as far as what's all included in that, and then we'll talk about a phased approach to enhancing your marketing and continuing to turn it into something that can be leveraged and you can build on it and continue to grow your business because it's just the beginning, but it's all of your infrastructure, which is great.
Okay. Good deal.
All right, so let's go through this overview real quick so you guys kind of get an idea of what's happening across all of your digital space or digital assets. And everything is interconnected. Everything is interconnected. It's this big giant domino track where one thing tags another one and another one and another one, and if that domino series doesn't start then it affects something else, and so um, it's just very interconnected. So first off, your website's mobile friendly, but if the site's not uh, you know organized structurally, mobile friendly is a requirement. It has to be what's called a responsive website, which we'll take care of, so you'll continue with that. But you'll have a better design, you'll have a better user interface or UI, and you'll have a better content structure that supports the other dominoes. It supports the SEO track and the content track and the marketing track.
Okay.
From a social media standpoint, there are three primaries. There's actually four primaries, but we'll just go with these. So Facebook, you guys are doing well. You've got a Facebook page. I'll have to go look at that to determine um, how we can improve that. You don't have a Twitter account. Google is evaluating your website and a trust factor. So making sure that you have the three basics, which is Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus. Those are your primaries. Um, Reviews, this is going to be connected primarily to what's called a Google business listing. However, you can get reviews on over 60 different kinds of websites. So it's a matter of prioritizing those, setting that up, and so forth. Now, as a part of the uh, Ferguson program, first thing is you guys are going to get our entry level Facebook program, which basically means we're going to cut out the fat and remove the time consuming activities from your end. So you will have a team that will do a minimum of 5 posts, 5 images on a monthly basis, plus they'll take care of all your holidays. And then anything that's a group promotion, meaning that the day and night group for your area is offering a specific promotion for a set period of time, we'll also take care of doing all those on your Facebook page. Cool?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So I definitely would recommend adding Twitter, which is 25 bucks a month, and that's for auto posting. So that's the cheap version of just getting it done and out of the way, which basically means all of the content posted on your Facebook page, we will auto reroute to your Twitter page as well. We'll set it up, we'll design it, integrate it with your site, and auto reroute posting. So that's an option. And then the next thing you would want to consider is Google Plus and Google Business Listing, and that's kind of a phase two. So we can come back to that.
Google Plus and what? I'm sorry.
Google Business Listings. And those are very different. If I go to Google, so let's go ALOHA AC. So let's go look for Aloha AC. So this right, is this your guys' company? Let's see here. Nope, they're in Florida.
No.
So you guys are in, where are you located?
Mesa, Arizona.
Okay, so let's go look at Mesa. This is your location, right?
Yes. Or well, it's not the right address, but that's us. I think that's our old address.
Okay, so that's a very first, we need to fix that.
Okay.
So right now, let's say you get a referral from a customer and they are on their phone and they say, uh, Aloha Air Conditioning, Mesa, Arizona. Their cell phone, especially on Siri, it's going to automatically connect them to this data, not your website data.
Okay.
Okay. So let's
Okay.
go do something. Let me go check. That is another thing. So I'm going to go in here. We're going to go pull a local report and let's see what else we have an issue with. Corporate name, is it Aloha AC?
Yeah. Or actually, you know what? That's our DBA. I think it might be Miller Rose Enterprises. Actually, is
Mm,
our legal name.
let's go with your DBA. So Aloha Air Conditioning and Heating.
Yep.
And your physical address.
236 West Mahoney, Mahoney, Mesa. 85210. Yeah.
And your business phone.
480-832-8192.
All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so this is this your old address?
Yeah, that's our old one as well.
Okay, so Yahoo, Yelp, MapQuest, Super Pages, Dex, No, City Search. What is your current marketing company doing for you?
I don't know.
Okay, awesome. All right.
I don't know. The only time they ever make changes is when we tell them to. That's
Okay,
about it.
so we've got a 7th Avenue.
Yeah, that's one of our old ones. The current one is the 236 Mahoney.
Yeah, all of these red ones. So you've got about 90% of your listings have the wrong address on them.
Okay.
All right, so great part is part of the Ferguson program. This is taken care of. We'll take care of all these for you. So we will set up and optimize every one of these local listing accounts. There is 60 of them. We'll make sure your address, phone number, link to your website, your description, your services, that they are all accurate. In addition to that, what's also included in the program is we will monitor every one of these websites. If you ever get a review, then whether it's good or bad, you're going to get a notification about the review on email. It's real time, so as soon as it
Okay.
posts in our system, our team will send it to you, regardless of date and time. Um, if it's positive, then the other thing that our team will do is they will take that review, send it to our design team, and they will uh, help you market. Can you answer this for me, please? Um, they will take that review and they will put it into your social media marketing schedule. And for Facebook and or the other accounts that you're subscribed to, um, they'll post that positive review. And it usually, I'll show you an example of what that looks like real quick. Let's go. How about air care? Okay, so this is one of our babies we've had for years and years and years. Facebook is loading slow. Okay, so let's see. I'll go right into photos. Okay, so just like this. Open, 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 open. So, what this is leveraged marketing, which means you get a review on Yelp, goes to the design team converts it to a graphic, sends it to the social media team is going to schedule it to post every 6 months or 12 months on your Facebook account forever.
Okay.
Cool.
I like it.
Fantastic. Okay. Um, all right. So that's covered. Your Facebook account is covered. So that's going to cover all of your local listings. We'll get all these fixed. Are you currently paying Yelp or do you have a free listing?
No, we just have free listings. I don't think we're paying for anything.
All right, perfect. So we'll take that over, make sure that that's updated properly and accurate.
Okay.
All right, so let's scoot down on the website side. This can't happen. So right now you have a website. The last time it was updated was 110 days ago. Um, so one thing that is also included in the Ferguson program as a part of the SEO plan is that we will post 2 blog posts to your website on a monthly basis. So this will never be more than 15 days. Um,
Okay.
One of Google's big evaluation pieces is, are you relevant, which has to do with the type of content you have on your page, the labeling of it. Are you current, which is the frequency of new content that's posted on your page. And are you trusted, which is all of those reviews and social interaction and engagement and shares and posts and comments and everything else. So
Yeah.
you'll be good to go.
Okay.
Your website speed right now is loading really fast. It's 2.8 seconds. Because you're gonna go from like a Honda to a Lamborghini. It's gonna load a little slower,
Okay.
and uh, we're always working on optimizing the site. But one of the things you should absolutely add on to your plan is a program called a refresh and replacement plan, and that's not part of Ferguson's program, but I recommend it highly. Essentially, any website, the longevity of it or the life cycle is around 18 to 24 months, and that's it. After that, it's outdated for multiple reasons. Technology is changing, your business changes. The theme that we use is going to become outdated because the technology around it is changing. Google's requirements are changing. So you can't really, it's not one of those things you can put up a website and leave it there and just let it sit for 5 years anymore because everything's changing too fast. Um, the refresh plan is really simple. It's $100 a month, and you get a new website every 18 to 24 months. Brand new.
Okay.
So everything that we, and that's in an add-ons plan, which I'll make sure you have. Everything that we learn, because this first year is really learning. It's learning about you, your promotions, your seasons, your business, your consumers, how they search, what pages they like, how they convert. And so as we learn, we're going to learn things that we should have done different, and we're constantly learning. So on the next go around, there'll be things that we did on this site and we'll be smarter 2 years from now. So just like you would
Okay.
not want a website, nor do I like to claim websites we built 2 years ago.
Exactly. I got you.
Okay. Um, Video, you don't have any right now. I would say put this in a phase 3 bucket. Okay.
Okay.
Paid search, also, I would put this in phase 3. You're going to have quarterly strategy sessions with our marketing team, and during those strategy sessions, they're going to make recommendations. Paid search is Google AdWords, which, if I look for AC Repair Mesa, for example, um, right here, these are AdWords. So the best way to look at this is there's 574,000 pages or 547,000 pages in this drawer. You want to be number
Okay.
1 through 5 of 547,000 pages organically. Organic is going to be everything down here.
Okay.
Okay. Um, Now, there's 2 other ways that you can get an additional listing or additional opportunity to convert new business. One of them is pay per click, which is setting a budget with Google and actually paying every time somebody clicks on one of these landing pages or an ad. The other way to get there is to, that's funny. Look at, I was literally just working on that. The other way to get there is to build your reviews on your Google Business Listing account. so that you show up with these guys. And there's only going to be three opportunities to show up here. So no matter what, in order to even get into this market, you got to have more than 42 reviews in order to play this game, more than 14
Okay.
minimum. But we have another program called Nearby Now that I can help you guys absolutely knock the socks off your competitors for reviews. And I'll
Okay.
show you how to do that. That's another option. All right. How many technicians do you have?
5.
Five. Okay, yeah, you're in a good position to do that. And the reality about reviews is it's the opposite from everything else in your business. When you guys are in your busy season, you guys tend to close your eyes at all the marketing activities because you don't have time for it. You guys are installing air conditioners.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's the one consideration for your business and how you run it that you want to change. And it's hard, but we'll help coach you through it is during your busy season, you have the largest opportunity to generate the most amount of reviews. And if those are done properly, and I'll show you how we can do that, then you could literally go through 3 months in your primary season and make years worth of progress for your overall marketing just by making sure that you guys um, implement the process of when you're in the consumer's home that you are checking in, which is done on a mobile app, and that you are asking for a review. And so I'm going to show you that so you can see how it goes. So paid search, Google definitely gives preferential treatment to those who are investing in pay-per-click. You
Hmm.
don't need to do this right now, but I'm sure this will be something, after we get you ranked on Google and you start making some progress, you'll wind up having a conversation with the guys about that.
Okay.
Okay. Um, Organic search. So right now, the only thing that's showing up for organic is if somebody already knows who you are and they're searching for your company name.
Okay.
Um,
So it's nothing like, I mean, so yeah, so either whether they're searching for us, I mean, they just always have to use Aloha. Like
yeah,
obviously they couldn't just put HC and okay.
yeah. So let's go through here. So if we look for, let's go AC installation, Mesa, AZ.
I mean, Jennifer, I don't know if you know this, but I mean, I mean, how many, do you know, like, how many people are looking a day trying to find an AC guy online? Is there any way of knowing that?
Well, it's
Is there a
actually
number out there?
Yeah, it's a really good question. The problem is that if somebody is logged into their Google account right here, which is a lot of people, especially every Android user, then
Yeah.
Google hides that data from us, so we can't see it. So
Oh, I got you.
yeah, and you'll see that on your analytics. It'll show where your traffic comes from, and it's going to show you organic, referral, and then it's going to what is it labeled as? It's like unknown or something. And it's those are all the people that are searching and they're logged into their Google account. So you can bet that they're organic searches, but it's not going to tell you exactly what they're looking for. So here's your indication for you guys. You have a series of primary key phrases that after 10 years of doing this in your industry, we know them, which is basically AC repair, AC service, AC installation, AC replacement, AC maintenance, AC tune-up, sometimes AC change-out. On the heater, it's a combination of heater, all the same variation, so service, repair, installation, maintenance, tune-up, and so forth, and then sometimes it's furnace. In the air
Okay.
conditioning environment, people they typically use three versions. So they either search for AC or they search for air conditioner or they search for air conditioning, which is the lowest one. Air conditioning is lowest. So
Okay.
here's how you look at it from an SEO standpoint. This number right here is going to,
Yeah.
that's the number of pages in this drawer for that phrase. The larger the number, the more time and the more dedication, the more content, the more backlinks it's going to take to get you on page one of Google. So I would not want, this would be considered a high competition phrase, and you would need to start a year in advance to get ranked for that. That's about 12 months to get you on page one of Google.
Okay.
But okay, get off my screen, get off my screen. I got too much stuff open. Okay, but if I change this, so what we need to do, I believe in the Ferguson plan, it includes four or six key phrases. I'll have to go look at it. So this would be considered a key phrase. So what we need to do is we need to find things that are in the city that you have a physical address and a Google business listing because it's easier to get you ranked in your local area and you're more profitable if you don't have to drive forever.
Yeah.
Um, and we need to very carefully pick those phrases. So if it's four or six, whatever that is, the two things you will want to definitely add on to your plan if you want to be more aggressive is additional phrases in your SEO plan and the nearby now local listings and review system. And I'll show you those. But this is just going to be how do we get, so if I do AC repair, installation, so AC installation, that's tough. That's 1.5 million. Um, that's going to take some time. So,
Is that Mesa? I'm sorry. Did you click in? Did you put AC installation Mesa? Oh, okay.
yep.
All right.
Yeah, that's tough. Let me try air conditioner.
Oh,
So,
it's too much.
yeah, when you were looking or when you were asking how many searches, the best way to get a guesstimate, this number ties really closely to population
Okay.
and um, opportunity, is number of people searching. And the other thing to look for is if people are paying for ads, then it's a moneymaker because they would not have these ads up here if they weren't making money on them.
Yeah. I gotcha.
And there's three ads below, so that's a good phrase. But also, the problem with this kind of a phrase is, I mean, you got to be perfect. Like your website, your content, your blogs, your social media, your local listings, your reviews. You have to be perfect. Um, Now the the good part about your area is you guys don't have a huge cooling. It's I mean the majority of it is going to be cool. You're not you don't have four different seasons that you have to worry about, so you get to focus more
Yeah.
nicely. So that's good. Okay.
Okay.
Um, Now here's a so if the company you're currently paying is doing SEO for you, if you're contracting with them for that, they are definitely skimming the service. So right now you only have five backlinks, and this is a big problem. Um,
Yeah.
your domain age is good. At least you've got 2 years, almost 2 years. When this turns over to the 2 year mark, that's kind of the when Google stops looking at you as an infant and starts looking at you as a kid,
Okay.
the infant, toddler, kid. And then the more years you have on your domain doing things correctly, um, it's no different than looking at a child. Google evaluates those sites that are by their age. And right now it's almost 2 years. So
Gotcha.
backlinks, this is something that's also included in the Ferguson program for the key phrases that we're working on is we will write articles and work on backlinks every single month. So I think you have four that are included in your plan and they'll do that every month. So this will continue to grow. This is the single most important factor in driving your website up those rankings and getting it into the top 10. Reviews are what's going to get you into the top, into the top five in that page.
Okay.
And it's pretty simple once you go through this because basically Google wants the same thing people do. They want to know, are you relevant? Do you know what you're talking about? Are you current? Do other people trust you? It's exactly the same. All right.
Okay.
So AdWords, no reviews, no Twitter, no video. These are the biggest areas. The rest of it we'll work on and continue to improve. Um, okay. Let's go check competitors and see what we're working against. So I don't have any in here yet. Let me get out of here. Let's go figure out who your top competitor is in that area. So I continue to see John's and this Mason's. What do you know about this Mason Mechanical? Big company, small company?
Yeah, they're probably like maybe 2 to 3 times our size, staff
Awesome.
and field. And then Mason, or I'm sorry, that is Mason. And then yeah, John, I mean, yeah, they're probably at least double ours.
All right, so let's go evaluate the best of the best so you know where you need to get to.
Do you work with any of those two companies?
I don't know Mason's, and I have a John's. I was actually just working on John's, but they're in Colorado, I think. Um,
Okay.
where is that? No, John's. They're in. Oh, okay, never mind. Totally. They're in Florida.
Oh, Florida. Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's go look at this. I've seen Lewis and Sons come up continuously too as we go through these searches. What's your thoughts on them?
Never even heard of them,
Okay,
so they must be up and coming.
that's yuck. All right, let's go back and John's. Yeah, I've never seen these guys before. They're doing a lot of stuff right. Okay, so let's go evaluate them too. All right, back, add. Okay, so what this is going to do is it's going to give us a comparison. So you're ranking right now at a 59 out of 100. They're ranking at an 83, and then it's gonna show us where we need, where we've got opportunity to compete. So there's some things I can't control. I can't control how long your website's been online. I can't control how many backlinks you get. I can't make it happen faster because it has to look authentic. So
Yeah.
here's where we can compete though. So for Facebook, you guys have more likes than they do, but I don't know if the content frequency, the shares, the interaction, engagement, I don't know where that is at. I'll have to look at that. Twitter, that would be, they've only got 11 followers, but it checks out. So I would say, add the Twitter piece, and that's a quick win. And they've got 16 followers. For local, they're doing it right. I don't know what they're doing. Um, so you can absolutely compete on the local piece. So for this one, the program that's included called Local Business Listings and Reviews Monitoring, that's going to help you with all the locals. And then where you can really compete is adding the Nearby Now application, which is the reviews program, and that's a good opportunity. Last update, these guys, blah, they're doing okay, and we will fix that through the Ferguson program. So it'll be every month.
Okay.
They've got YouTube. We can come back to that. Optimized. Everybody's good. AdWords. These guys are investing in AdWords. So when you get around to it, that's going to be a good thing to add. Organic referrals. 95 a month approximately. Wow.
Oh wow. And
Refrigerator.
who's that third one? I'm sorry. Is that Lewis and Son
This
or
is
John's? Okay.
So that's interesting. They have a lot of content, a lot of content. They have a good amount of backlinks, 75. They've got 90. So you see how important this is. That's why I was saying this one,
Yeah.
we got to do this. And these are the two things I can't fix. So because they have, more longevity online, you got to work smart, which
Yeah.
I think the reviews piece is really going to help and adding more phrases and
Okay.
content,
I'm
content.
sorry, adding more phrases and what is that?
So the things I think that are going to help the most is going to be adding more phrases to your SEO plan and content writing that goes with it. And the Nearby Now reviews program, those would be the two things I would start on as far as add-ons to what the Ferguson program includes. And the phase two would be pay-per-click, and that would be later, not right now.
Okay.
How are you guys from a capacity standpoint right now? Do you have enough business to keep everybody busy currently?
Yeah, we have a little bit too much. I just don't think we have enough staff. But yeah, so far as business goes, I mean, we're a volume company over profit margins, so we do like property management and stuff like that. So we're pretty slammed. Um,
So does your property management give you cash flow residuals during your slow seasons for heating and air conditioning?
yeah, they do.
That's great. Great, great, great. Very smart. Do you guys have maintenance programs and is anybody on recurring billing?
You know what? We do have managed programs, but we don't push it that much. And it's not a choice. It's just really, I mean, it's not like we're telling ourselves, no, let's not push it. I don't know, we just kind of slacked on it.
Okay. So what's going to happen is when we go to build your website, this is the mindset we need to go into it with is the very first thing is we need to get this website redesigned, rebuilt, all the content written for all the missing things. I'm going to tell you about that. And we need to get it live very fast, as fast as possible, which because it's your busy season, the possibility of you disappearing and not being available to give us approvals is high. So I'm telling you in advance, make time.
Okay.
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 So
I gotcha.
we need to do it fast. All of the grandiose ideas that are absolute necessities for you to implement, you do need to have a maintenance program. We do need to have an area on here where someone can request financing options. Um, you already do. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Um, there will be a bunch of things that are great ideas, and yes, we want to add them, but do it during your next strategy session. Focus on getting the site live based on the assets you already have. Then come back to the table and we continue to do that, and we do that in your off seasons.
Okay.
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 All right. Um, okay. So from a design standpoint, uh, there's a lot to say about it, but I'm just gonna go with so the website as it sits right now is disorganized. It's not clean. There's not clear and concise containers. There's kind of random things all over. We're
Okay.
gonna fix all of that. So let me show you. Uh, I'll just go pull up a site I think went live recently. What is a master tag? I think. Who else? So here's a difference, just so you can kind of get an idea. Um, when you come to the site, instantaneously you want somebody to know who you are, what you do, where you do it, how to reach you, how to reach you, how to reach you, how to reach you.
Okay.
um, so same thing here, who you are, what you do, where you do it, all of your call to actions, and how to reach you. So it's very important that it's really, really clean. Let me get rid of that and that. And I'll show you just a couple more examples. I'm actually going to bring up Wolf for a different reason. Um,
Okay.
so oh shoot, one of the other things that's included in your program is you guys are going to have our CRM system and our online scheduling system as a part of your website. So somebody can go to the site, they can click on request an appointment, and they can choose the type of appointment they want. We'll help you configure this. In the beginning, we may just use a web form, but over time, we want you to get to the point where you're using the scheduling system to book your team members for either phone calls or dispatch for actual service. What are you guys using for dispatching right now?
Just
Calendar?
Bentley over here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll help with that. So we may take a lightweight approach since you're in your busy season, and I don't want to rattle your guys' cage too much right now.
Yeah.
But when you come out of your busy season, we're going to need to come back to this and configure it. So this may be just a web form to start. And then when you get out of your busy season, let's help you get this set up so that scheduling is automated, trackable, sophisticated, so that it takes all of the notifications, the reminders, the appointment requests, the reschedules, and everything is handled through the system.
Okay.
So we'll get there. We'll just start off easy. Okay, so this is I'm going to use this as an example of what not to do. So ultimately, the client rules, and once we design and develop a site and we go live with it, they have access to make whatever changes they want. Um, what they should not have done that they did here is when we went live with the site, we had it set up like this. These are your primary key phrases: AC installation, maintenance, repair, service, replacement, tune-up, air handler. Same thing. This is how a consumer looks. So each one of these is going to put a page inside Google's drawer for this particular service type, and everyone's
Okay.
different. They all search different. What these guys did is gave the Sun access to go in and just modify all the page titles and start merging pages and changing titles, and you do not want to do that. If at all
Okay.
possible, try and slap your own hand and prevent yourself from doing that once we get it done.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay.
Good deal.
Okay, so they've got a lot of good things going on, but what's most important was to have a area for their two primary services, which is heating and air conditioning. And now they've moved everything basically to this is redundant. Now they have AC services and repair, and now they have AC service. I believe you guys make the most money at AC installation and changeouts. So this makes no logical sense to me.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Yeah, and I get the whole they want a clean menu, but no, it doesn't. Like your residual comes from AC maintenance agreements. AC tune-ups are one off. So if I was prioritizing because I wanted to skim my menu, I would go with AC maintenance first and AC tune-up second. If I want a lead generator, then I would keep them both. AC tune-up is your lead generator. AC maintenance
Yeah.
is your permanent residual, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, same thing. Now you're going to have a whole bunch of cool stuff that's all over the site. You're going to have an FAQ page, a terminology page, um, and each one of these, just go through them. Let's see here. Back. Okay, so cool little bells and whistles you don't have to worry about we're providing is a terminology area where anywhere these terminologies are used, anywhere in the site, it's automatically. So if I go to AC installation, it's going to pull all your acronyms and it's going to give them an on hover definition.
Okay.
Um, your FAQ page, um, this is just for users. It's not going to help you from an SEO standpoint. There's not enough content per frequently asked question, and it's on a page called HVAC system FAQs. What should happen, so the first step is we want to make sure if the user comes to the site that it's interactive and they can find the information they need. Um, Having a page called HVAC System FAQ does not help you from an SEO standpoint. What would
Okay.
help is over time, if you created a blog post, and you don't have to do this, if we created a blog post that said, how frequently do I need to change my air or replace my air conditioning system in Arizona heat, for example, and it had 300 words on it, and it was all about Arizona air conditioning system replacement and the timing behind it. That's going to help you with SEO, but this is just for consumers.
Okay.
Okay. You're also going to have a tool that we built on the site, which is a troubleshooting system. And right now, this just works for heating and air conditioning. So a consumer can come to the site. They can say, my AC is not working. It's going to give them base recommendations. So we're not going to send anybody up into the attic, but we should probably ask them if the fan switch is on, if there's a battery in the thermostat, or if their breaker's off.
Gotcha. I like that.
Okay. So if it solves the problem, it's going to say, awesome, bookmark our site and use it again. If it doesn't solve their problem, then it's going to say they need to hire a technician, schedule service here. Um, the last thing you want to do is go out on a service call and change a battery in the thermostat and, send them a 69, 89, $49 bill, because then it'll just
Exactly.
make them mad and they'll leave you a bad review.
I gotcha.
Okay. So another thing to consider is when we build a site and it's done correctly, the number we're almost shooting ourselves in the foot. So on one hand, we want to make sure when a consumer comes to your site that they have all the information they need without clicking on anything. So I want them to, if they have a personality style and they're not big researchers, they're not going to go read every page on the site. The great part is they're going to come here and they're going to go, okay, this is nice, way more professional than all the other HVAC sites I look at, and they're going to quickly apply for financing, sign up for maintenance, schedule service, request an estimate, contact us, whatever the call to action is. Um,
Okay.
the problem with that is it increases your bounce rate. So you're going to have a higher bounce rate. A higher bounce rate is good if the consumer is converting. If the consumer is not converting, then it's bad. So what we're doing is we're adding tools like this on the site to try and at least get them to stick around for a little while. So um, the two ways you can do that is having um, tools like this, troubleshooting, where they have to sit here and click through buttons and it takes them a little while. And another great way is to have video, because video is going to lock them in for whatever those minutes are. Heating and cooling consultant. So you won't have this right out of the gate, but in the future, this will be something we'll want to add. All right, so let me get out of here and out of here and out of here. I need to close some pages really bad. Okay, I know you guys. Let me actually open this up too, because I know you guys are getting um, close to the end of the hour. So I know I'm talking a whole bunch. What kind of questions do you have so far?
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I was really prepared for any questions. We is mostly with you guys and the we would be getting. Um, we, I guess we just marketing has never really been a sense of urgency for us. But on the path of us trying to grow right now, we figured it probably needs to be. So, I mean, that's why we've never even tracked what our current marketing group is even doing for us. We never really tracked it. We kind of just like, all right, here's X amount of dollars a month. Do what you do. Because
Okay.
we don't really know any better. So, but just I mean, even just looking at our website, like I was never really happy with it, and it never having updates. Except when I told them. I mean, like I explained to one of the guys in that marketing group. I was explaining to him like we have no idea what we should be doing. That's why we kind of depend on you guys, and it's like they were just depending on us to tell them exactly what to do, and it's like, well, we don't know what to do. That's why, so they never even came up. with basically all the information you just fed me in the last hour, like we never even gotten that within a year, from them. So there was no ever sit down or like a strategy of, what we should do and this and that. Like, I don't know what's really been done. So the last time I talked to them was back in March or February. So far as like our website went, and the concern was, and then we had just asked them that. We ended up being a sponsor for this big event down in Tempe called the Aloha Festival. Go figure. And so all we asked them was like, hey, can you put up a flyer? And like that was it. But
Got it.
I don't. Yeah. But I mean, I didn't even know it was still up. Like I'm looking at like you just popped up the website, and I'm like, why is that? Why is that still up? I mean, is he waiting for me to call him? I mean, he sees the date on it. Is he waiting for me to call him to tell him to take it down or what?
Probably.
So,
Yeah, and
but
those are tough. Those anything you put on your site, unless you have a website administrator where that person is tied into you, you guys are having monthly meetings and you're going over those things. Usually, a web company is going to put the site up, and the only ongoing activities they'll do is if you're subscribed to some kind of a marketing program or WordPress updates, plugin updates, but or adding blog content, but they normally don't do that kind of website administration. So you kind of two ways to address that. One is have a website administrator. So if you hire them, you're paying a full-time resource. If you contract it out, then we assign a website administrator to 2 hours per month to your website. They call you, they push you and say, what do you have going on next month? What do we need to take off for last month? And it's more interactive. And the other way is
okay,
that you have somebody trained inside your office to be able to go in and make those changes themselves.
okay,
Um, Yeah, and that's unfortunately all that is normal and unfortunate. Um, our team is, they are, how do I put it? They are almost pests. Like, um, yeah, I don't know a better way. Like, if you disappear, they are going to stalk you.
you have some go-getters on the team.
And then if you disappear for too long, they're going to contact your sales guy. And then they they just don't play. I mean, they're measured on their production and their effectiveness. And if someone else kind of puts them in the light, then they're going to push you.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay. All right.
I
So,
know. I think like the only thing. I mean, like obviously, if you guys would redo our whole website, the only thing I think different is that we decided to go with a logo change.
okay.
So I think that'd be great, just because I hate our logo. It looks old. Um, so we ended up. So Bentley here designed us a new logo, and I think yeah, we'll probably wait on actually changing it to if we decide to get on with you guys and have you place it on there for us and whatnot. So
Awesome. 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 Yeah, I would make that part of your new launch and do everything at the same time. A rebranded Facebook, rebranded website, the announcement, do the whole bit really professionally done and make it an announcement. That's that's great,
okay,
great, great. Okay, so I'm gonna fix this for you.
okay,
So you guys are on Elite, so let me get rid of Standard and I'm gonna get rid of Platinum. All right, so this is the proposal that is the Ferguson program, and then the add-ons proposal is separate. So basically, when you go here, these are quick links to go through different sections. There's a little intro letter that explains Ferguson's guidelines for it. Um, as far as the program value, you're looking at 18,000 plus. If you were to pay for this retail through us, your annual would at least be 18 just for what's included in this. The way the program is broken down is um, essentially you guys would have a $4,500 one-time investment. You would pay that directly to Ferguson, not to us. And That would put you in the program and get you everything that's in here. And I'm not sure how they're doing it, if they're doing it in one payment or two, but you'd want to ask them.
It's 1 o'clock.
Now, as far as signing up for it, all you're doing is filling out this information, signing here, and that's it. It's that simple. And then we get started right away, before anything really. This explains everything that I already went over as far as your website goes, all of the little bells and whistles and things you get. Um, this explains additional value-added services. So you're going to have a project manager. You're going to have a customer portal in the vault. Very important. You're going to get, when you start, you're going to get a series of emails over your first 5 days that are the most important emails. You want to pay attention to them and you want to do those things. They'll either each have a task in them. So the task, like day one, the very first task you're going to get is to update the vault, which means we need logins, passwords, domain registrar information. So that's the most painful one because you got to go find all your logins and passwords.
So I got to go back to our old, I mean, because they set everything up for us, our old marketing guys. Do I have to go back to them and ask for all that, or?
Oh, let me go check and see who owns your domain name. So, Enom. Who is Greg Hancock?
Oh, I've never even heard of that name. He
Uh,
might work for Mock Media.
Bitmasters Corporation. Ugh. Okay, so you do not own your domain name. That sucks.
No,
All right. Uh, do you have a good relationship with these guys?
no, we barely even talk. I
All right. So,
think he does. I think Kent's one of the owners here. I think he does. I'm pretty sure that it's his old neighbor or something like that.
okay. So here's what you're going to want to do. And we're going to try step one, but you need to make this a priority no matter if you go with us or not. You need to do this. It's very important. You need to go to GoDaddy.com and you need to set
Okay.
up a free account. Just call them.
Okay.
Just call this number and say, I need to set up an account and I need to put in a domain transfer request.
To
So
put in a domain transfer request.
a domain transfer request. Yep. Um, they're going to give you a login and password. We need that. And a PIN number, I think.
Login, password,
PIN number.
PIN number.
Yes. And what they're going to do is they are going to submit a digital domain transfer request to these guys. And we will all know what your relationship is like with them or what their terms and conditions are within about 3 weeks.
Oh
So,
wow, so I gotta get this done quick.
yeah, you do not want to wait on that because your website could be done and just sitting there and you have nothing to go live with.
Okay.
Okay. Um, so that's first and foremost. Get that out of the way. Get that done. Um, okay. And then if that doesn't work and they will not give up your domain name, then through that request, then somebody's got to get on the phone with them and like raise hell. Takes
Okay.
option number 2, bad neighbor.
Got it.
Bad neighbor.
All right.
Option number 3, which we would like to avoid, is you have to purchase a brand new domain name and your website goes back to infant, which, because you don't have a lot going on with it already, it's not like, I mean, we're still going to get better results than you have right now, but it would sure be nice to be able to start off with a head start.
Okay. I got you.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So digital marketing, these are the other things that are included. So number 1, we will host and maintain and provide support for your website. That's included in the program. Normally that's $100 a month. The
Okay.
CRM system, It'll come with one seat. So we'll start off with that. And then if you guys want to add additional seats later, then you're golden. That's normally between $50 and $100 a month. So that's all included as well. Facebook, you'll have 2 hours of marketing time for Facebook. That's normally $100 a month. So that's a good savings. Local listings, that's normally $100 a month for 60 accounts, and reviews monitoring is another 100. So you're looking at 2,400 in savings for that, and we'll take care of those.
Okay.
SEO plan. Okay, so I was wrong. You have 6 low competition or 4 medium competition phrases included, 4 blog posts on a monthly basis, and 4 off-page articles, which is to build up those backlinks, and that's on a monthly basis as well.
Okay.
All right, and then these are the add-ons. So the add-ons I would recommend is the nearby now local listings, the refresh plan, and additional SEO phrases. But we don't have to decide on that right now. We can get moving on this, get your website into development, and then at some point here in the next couple weeks after you get your who is thing taken care of, we can come back to the table and start strategizing. What are all of the marketing activities digitally that you are currently investing in you think you can shut off based on this plan?
I'm sorry, Jennifer, say that one more time.
So you guys are investing in marketing digitally right now. Um, what are you currently doing that you'll be able to discontinue?
I don't know. I mean, we're not really doing much.
Mainly, it's just the media. What is it called? Match media,
Mock media.
mock media. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think it's just the website really that we got the password and all that to our Facebook, our Instagram. I think we actually do have a Twitter, but it just doesn't get used at all.
Okay.
We have access to all that. So the only thing we don't have access to is our website.
Okay. Aloha. Oops. Okay. I'm going to send you the agreement for the Ferguson program now.
Okay.
I'm sending it to the Drew at aloha-ac.com.
Yep.
I'm going to also add the ability to forward the document, and if you need a different signer, I'll add the signature forwarding as well.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so that is on its way. You'll have that in your inbox in just a second. And then if you guys want to visit and talk about what you think a good monthly marketing budget is that you guys could, that you would be comfortable with, then that will give me an idea of how I would allocate that as far as, what do we do first? Do we do the nearby now or additional key phrases? Obviously, the larger your budget, the more things we can do, and the more aggressive you're going to be. The smaller the budget, we need to prioritize very carefully. So it's all based on that. All of our prices are all standardized. It's just a matter of prioritizing based on your investment. What's going to get you the biggest return first. The other thing we need to address in your website, and you'll want to make sure and talk to your, we're going to have a group meeting for your initial project launch, and you'll have a lot of people on there. I'll help with it though.
Okay.
But we need to make sure that you guys start addressing the jobs issue. So you guys need to start thinking about
I'm sorry, you skipped out.
Oh,
Address what? I'm sorry.
the employment and jobs issue. So
Okay.
if you guys are looking to grow, then we need to make sure there's an area on the site that is talking about air conditioning installation jobs, air conditioning or AC installers, AC technicians. And you need to build a place on your site where you can start collecting resumes and start optimizing for those phrases as well. And that way you've got a pool of resources to recruit from. over time, and you're not in a position where your business is growing and you don't have the staff to take care of it.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll help with that.
I like it. Good deal.
Awesome. Um, the only other thing I would say is that, when you're working with our team, it's not a normal like vendor. These guys are they have built, bought, sold, and ran multiple companies and businesses. Depending on who you're talking to, their experience is a little bit different. But
Yeah.
the more you leverage us and keep us involved in where your business is headed, what are your real struggles, even if it has nothing to do with digital marketing, my guess is there's some kind of technology that we can leverage to help you solve that, or based on our experience, we can give you some insights or ideas on how to address it. So think of us more as consultants in addition to the fact that we're good at this stuff.
Okay. I like that.
Okay, fantastic. All right, sir. Well, as what's your timeline as far as talking to your team and possibly getting started? What you thinking?
I gotta talk to the head honcho first. Hopefully, I can talk to him by next week. And then, I mean, right away, the first thing I'm gonna do is go to GoDaddy.com and get that domain transfer request.
Yes, sir.
I'll talk to Kent. I'll talk to Kent, see what he wants to do. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna hop on it, but I'm gonna just kind of go over what we talked about today, and kind of take it from there.
Awesome. Oh, I recorded this whole thing, so I'll send you a copy of the recording and
Sweet.
it'll save you some time. You can just send it to him.
Okay, that'll work. There you go. Thank you.
Easy enough.
I was gonna record with my phone, but only have 13% battery. I was like, oh crap.
I should have told you
But
before you were over there taking all the notes.
well,
Sorry.
good deal. That works because I can't read my handwriting anyways at the time. So
Okay, awesome. Well, you are fantastic. And as soon as you guys are ready to go, just sign this digitally. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and we'll get those answered. And
okay,
otherwise, we'll be ready to rock and roll when you are.
sweet Jennifer. Thank you so much. We appreciate this.
Thanks, you guys. Appreciate you very much. Look forward to working with you.
Same here. Thank you.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye bye.